record on the computer. We have a backup. So welcome everyone to our Teams Free Necklace Night. We're so glad you're here, whether you're in our True Beauty Revealed Facebook event, or if you're just here in the Zoom, we're happy you're here. And for those of you I don't know, my name's Carolyn. I have been a stylist with Park Lane for 3 years, but I was actually with another company for 18 years. So I've been in the direct selling space for close to 21 years. And I really thought my days were over when my other company closed in the middle of the pandemic. But then I found Park Lane and it has just been so amazing. You know what I forgot to do? Hold on. I forgot to hit there's my chat. Where's my participants? Sorry. There's all these extra buttons that you can click in Zoom to make things work better. I'm just going to mute everybody so that we don't have that background noise. That'll help with that. But anyways, tonight I just want to share briefly with you about what I have found here at Park Lane that I love so much. So even though I was in direct sales before, I was even in jewelry sales before, things here are so much different. But I want to speak to what my life was like before the first company, because I had never sold jewelry. I didn't even wear jewelry. I told my sister she was crazy. It was a scam. I didn't wear jewelry. I didn't go to parties, and I didn't know anybody. Click. Does that sound like anybody here? Put a 2 in the chat if you can relate. If you ever felt like I don't wear jewelry, or I'm not good at sales, or people scare me, or any of those things, because I felt all those things. And then after a year of watching my full-time school teacher sister make good money doing these jewelry parties, and me being a full-time stay-at-home mom, I finally thought, okay, I'll give this thing a try. And that was 20 years ago. And jewelry has been my bread and butter ever since. Somewhere in the middle there, I did go take a full-time job for about 3 years. So I worked this alongside a full-time job. So I do know that that is possible. And I will tell you, some of the most successful women on our team here work a full-time job and do this on the side as just their fun money. So whatever reason you are here, I hope you find something that you love and that you would enjoy adding to your life. So a little bit about Park Lane. They've been around since 1955. They are not some fly-by-night company that is on their way up and on their way out in a couple years. They have stood the test of time. They've been through recessions and wars and so many things. And the biggest thing that stood out to me, because I'm terrible with history, I don't know what all has happened from 1955 to now, but I know what happened in 2020. And that was a worldwide pandemic that shut my other company down. And Park Lane had their biggest year ever because they taught their field how to pivot and how to do virtual stuff like this. So after my other company closed, I cried a bunch of tears, and then I joined Park Lane about a week later. And then I went on to have my biggest year ever in 2021 while doing virtual parties, which I was never good at before. But the training here, and specifically on our Team Sparkle, is so amazing that I was able to learn how to do that. Well, now the world is, I don't know, will the world ever be normal again? Who knows? But you can do in-home parties, you can do restaurant parties, you can just wear the jewelry and sell it to your friends and family. But because Park Lane is such a tried and true company, you know you're doing it with somebody who's rock solid, who's debt-free, cash rich, and that is great. And the CEO and his brothers, so the couple that started it, Arthur and Shirley Levine, 3 of their children purchased it from them in the early 2000s, and they have all vowed ever since the beginning to not keep more than 2% of the profit for themselves. So when I get to the part where I talk about the programs and the sales and the specials, and you're like, how can they afford to do that? Well, it's because most owners and CEOs keep 15 to 30%, and Park Lane only keeps 2%. So that leaves a lot more money that gets poured back into us and you and your friends and your customers and your hostesses. So it's really quite amazing. Jewelry, a lot of people wonder, actually, I don't know if a lot of people wonder why jewelry. I never actually took time to think about it before, but now that I have been in the industry and I've watched my friends sell, some successfully, some not so successfully, lots of different products. And one of the things I love about jewelry is it's semi-consumable. Like, we're not eating it, but fashion changes And women always like to have the newest necklace, earrings, shirt, jacket. When it comes to my lipstick, I'm only going to buy 1 or 2 tubes of lipstick at a time, and they last me a really long time. I'm not going to overbuy my supplements unless there's a great sale. And it's also really hard to get me to switch my lipstick or my supplements. And you don't have brand loyalty with jewelry. So they may have just purchased jewelry at Dillard's, and then you show these amazing new cash earrings, and that's going to look great with jewelry they already have. They're ready to shop with you. So the brand loyalty thing is not a factor. I love our product here at Park Lane specifically because it's very high quality. It's all lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, hypoallergenic, and all guaranteed, no matter what. So we have a no exclusion guarantee. If a piece of jewelry breaks for any reason in the first 4 months, Park Lane replaces that piece for free. After that, it's $10 plus shipping as long as it was within the last year. And if it's been over a year, but that piece is still in the collection, they'll still replace it. If it's been under a year and that piece is no longer in the collection, they'll let them pick out something new. So I always tell my customers, your jewelry is guaranteed for at least a year. And I love that. But my favorite thing about Park Lane are the programs. When I signed up to sell jewelry 20 years ago, I did not wear jewelry. Jewelry is not my favorite thing about this business. I love jewelry. It makes me feel good. My favorite thing about this business is that it provides for my family. It helps me meet people, and it's fun. So the jewelry is just the fun byproduct that I get to sell, and it helps open up doors and start conversations. So let's talk about the 3 different people that Park Lane totally takes care of. And that is the customers, the hostesses, and the stylists. We like to call this our trifecta because when you become a stylist with Park Lane, you can actually take advantage of all 3 of these perks that I'm about to talk about. So your customers, which how many of you here are a customer? Put a C in the chat. If you have shopped the Park Lane special or ordered a piece of jewelry from Park Lane ever, just put a C. I could put a C. So we always have a buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, which means your customers only pay full price for their 2 least expensive items, and then they can get 4 more expensive items for half price. This is what finally sealed the deal for me when I was looking at Park Lane as a brand. When I looked at the website and I saw the prices, I thought, ooh, this is kind of pricey. And it's okay if you've thought that up front. But when it was explained to me, I actually reached back out. I was like, so they pay full price for I said cheapest items. We don't usually like to use the word cheap, but I said the cheapest items. And she was like, yes. So I thought, okay, that makes sense. And do you all know that you make commission off of the half price items too? That was big. And then when I realized they could get a $200 item for $30 every time your customers spend $90. And sometimes it's even better. Like right now, our customers can get 2 $200 items for only $30 a piece. So it's specials like that that are what keep people coming back and shopping with you. I don't feel like I'm asking people to do me a favor to shop with me. They thank me. They come and they shop. I'm able to build them these smart carts, which how many of you have received a smart cart from your stylist before? Isn't that so fun? You like give her a wish list. She gives you a cart. She maximizes all the deals and you just click, check out, and you're done. So when you're a stylist with Park Lane, you have the ability to do that for your customers. Make sure they get the best deal, give them that link, and then click, check out, they're done. You also don't have to deal with their money. Their money goes straight to Park Lane, and everything that gets turned in by Wednesday night, you get paid for on Tuesday. So you don't have to handle people's money. But the customer sale is, I think, the best thing that we have, which leads into all the other things. We also have things like style drops. This necklace that I'm wearing right here, I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but this was the Fizz Baby Signature necklace. It had matching earrings, and Park Lane will do things periodically that are deeply discounted called style drops. And you could get this necklace and the matching earrings for only $20 with any $40 purchase. And we usually get a style drop like once a week. So you've got something that you can go back out to your customer base with and be like, look what's happening now. And it gives you content and you're not having to reinvent the wheel all the time. So I love that. We even have a Sparkle Box subscription where they can get a monthly box of jewelry shipped to them that's exclusive to your Sparkle Box subscribers. And that's just like advertising because they get that box and then you can show coordinating pieces with it. And it's just so fun. I cannot tell you how much fun me and my friends and my customer base, because we're like this friend group on Facebook. We have this private space on Facebook, and we have so much fun. You're wearing your Sparkle Box today, Janelle. Don't you just love it? So I love everything they do for our customers. The second person they totally take care of is the hostess. And what naturally happens when us women, we find a great deal, right? We use it, and then we tell our friends about it. Well, here at Park Lane, when somebody decides to do that, that's called a hostess. And Park Lane rewards them for that. When someone decides to host a show with you, whether it's virtual, Zoom, Facebook, they want to use a carrier pigeon to take the catalog around to all the kiosks at their office, any kind of party, in person or whatever, they're going to get a $200 item for $30 as a thank you. They're going to get 4 half price items that you as the stylist make commission off of. And then they also get free credit. Park Lane is going to give them $20 in free credit for each individual order they receive. And then as soon as we hit 10 orders on their party, it doubles to $40 per order. So that is one thing that we work really hard at teaching the stylists on our team to do, is how to work with your hostess to help her get to those 10 orders. Because I want all my hostesses to be a perfect 10 hostess where they get at least $400 free. And there's no cap on that. So if they get to 15 orders, that's $600 free. When they get to 20 orders, that's $800 free. And let me tell you, you want someone who loves you, give her $400 to $800 in free jewelry. She is going to love you, and she is going to tell her friends how much fun she had with you. And then her friends are going to want to book shows with you so they can get that much free jewelry too. And the magical thing is when they book from, let's say, Barb had her show, she got $400 in free jewelry. Her friend Tina booked. At Tina's show, Barb is going to get an extra $200 item for $30 at that show because the booking came from her show. So Park Lane is rewarding the current hostess to say, you should have a show. You should have a show. And that is what helps keep your business going. If you ever sell anything, and many of you maybe already sell something, I know a lot of people are in multiple direct sales businesses, but having a company with a party plan, a good party plan like this, is what helps you never run out of people, because you don't have to go up to strangers in the grocery store and try to start a conversation. You can get one of your friends to host a party, and then her friends will come and want more than they can afford, and then they will book parties with you. So it really helps you keep your business moving forward. And at those shows, there's also two $50 awards you can use to incentivize your hostess. You can give her an extra $50 if she has 10 people there, or you can give her an extra $50 if she gets 3 future bookings. If you just need a show on your calendar for next Tuesday night, you can say, hey, I'll give you an extra $100 if you have a show next Tuesday night. And you just pay $10 a piece for those $50 bonuses. I love that Park Lane doesn't put us in a box. They don't say you have to use them for exactly this. You can use them for whatever is going to help you and your current hostess at that time. So what naturally happens a lot of times after somebody loves the customer sale, they host a show, they get a bunch of free jewelry, and then they start saying, oh, my friends are loving this jewelry too. I'm loving this jewelry even more. Well, lots of times we become stylists. That's how I got here. First, I wasn't going to do any of this. Then I went to a party. Then I booked a party. And then I thought, oh, I could be making money and helping my friends get free stuff. So here I am 20 years later. So if you decided to become a stylist, we would love to have you on our team. And boy, oh boy, does Park Lane take good care of you, because you can shop as a customer on a show in your name where you make the commission. So you can get the free jewelry, you can get the customer perks, and then you can make the commission from it. But you also have access to an amazing fundraiser program. They let us do fundraisers for nonprofits where Park Lane does a 50% give back. So if you have a friend that's passionate about her dog rescue, you could offer to do a fundraiser for her and she would bring all her friends. There's no customer sale or hostess perks, but it helps you meet all new people because of this amazing fundraiser program. And I personally would rather buy a $30 or $40 necklace than $30 or $40 trash bags and popcorn, which I have purchased plenty of in my life. I have 2 boys and I will keep purchasing those things. But women do love to purchase jewelry at these fundraisers. We have not 1, but 2 luxury travel trips you can earn every single year. We just started our trip contest for St. Thomas. So if you love to travel, put a T in the chat. I love to travel, so I will do just about anything to earn a trip. We also have rich rewards clubs. So if you think, gosh, but you have new jewelry that comes out all the time. We do. We also get to earn free jewelry all the time. We can be our own hostess over and over, but you also can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry every month, just based off of your sales and or your recruiting. So you can earn just $250 a month, all the way up to $1,100 a month. Totally up to you and how active you want to be in your business. So let's talk about how you make money. Everybody in Park Lane earns at least 30% commission. That's entry-level fashion stylist, 30%. When you even recruit one qualified stylist and you've personally sold at least $1,000, you can get your first promotion to a branch, which is a 5% pay raise. And this is what I want you to hear. You never lose that. In Park Lane, if you build a team up to here, and even if they all got out, which I mean is never going to happen, but if they did, you never lose your title and you never lose your commission level, which was huge for me because in my former company, it was up, down, up, down, up, down. And you don't have to requalify for that stuff. Let's say you are a leader in a current company, or you were a leader in another company, like I was. Park Lane will interview you, and you could possibly qualify for a direct appoint position and come over already earning 40%, 45%, 50%. Based off of your leadership experience. And they are the only company that I have ever seen before that did that. If they hadn't offered me that back 3 years ago when my other company closed, there's a good chance I would be selling real estate right now, which I'd probably do great in real estate. But I was super happy that they recognized and respected my leadership experience, and they brought me over as a senior division leader, already earning 45% commission. Our team then grew, and I didn't have to promise to bring over a team, which was big. They just honored what I had done in the past. But our team naturally grew, and I've promoted past that. And it's just, everything here is so, so good. I was just talking to my friend Rayanne earlier, which I'm not going to tell you what exciting thing we did today, because that's her story to tell. But we were talking how we're still pinching ourselves about everything Park Lane does because they have all of these amazing programs. We even have a Mercedes car program, wink, wink, where you can earn, they will give you $700 a month towards a white Mercedes. You could lease it or buy it. Or if you don't want the car, they will let you cash out and take a $500 a month cash bonus. So you want cash? You want a car? Totally up to you. Same with the trips. If you don't want to go on the trips, you can cash out. They'll give you $1,000. You can just be like, I don't want to go on that trip. Hopefully I never have to do that. I want to go on the trips. But I love with all these programs, you can double, triple, quadruple dip in all of them. 3 years ago, my friend Rayanne and I, we were trying to win a trip to Key West, and we both accidentally earned the Mercedes car program. It's just amazing. Plus, we earned a ton of free jewelry. So it's just so much fun and so rewarding. And that's one thing about Park Lane that I didn't say yet. We don't have quotas. If you just want to get in and sell jewelry, you don't have a monthly sales quota, quarterly sales quota, or a monthly website fee. We are an incentive-based company. So Park Lane is like, do you want to win this? If you do this, we'll give you this. And that is why I think we're so successful, because people just love to win stuff. So let's talk about how you get started. We have 3 different starter kits you can choose from. And I'm trying to keep an idea on the comments and make sure I'm not missing a really big question, because sometimes I do just get in the zone and just talk. But I think we're good. We have 3 different kits. The most expensive kit, the Boss kit, is only $439. And that you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. And that's the big kit. If you're like, whoa, Carolyn, I do not have $400 just lying around. Why else would I be on this call? Then you could do our business kit, and it's only $229. You get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. And yes, you pick it out. No matter which kit you do, you choose your jewelry. Or if you, maybe you already have a ton of the jewelry already, or maybe your finances are very limited. You could do the basic kit, which is only $99, and you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. But wait, there's more. This month, they announced through maybe next Wednesday, you get an additional $200 in free jewelry on top of any of those kits. So even if you did the $99 kit, you would get to pick out $700 worth of jewelry. I just want to let that sink in for a second. It's so, so good. And when you join, no matter which kit you choose, you have a website for an entire year. They cover all of your credit card processing fees. In my former company, I had to cover all the credit card processing fees. I had to have a third party company. I had to run it through there. And then I got my pay minus 3%. And that 3% was off the whole purchase, not off of just my commission. It was off the whole purchase. So it was really like 6% that I was giving up. So I love that Park Lane does that. Your website will be good for 365 days. You can share it with your friends and family. You can do parties. You can sell off your body. You can do this business however you want. But here at Team Sparkle, we have an amazing onboarding process, and we will, the leader of whoever invited you will help with a launch party where you get to earn the free jewelry, make the money, get the bookings, and we will train you to do shows however you want to do them. There is someone here on this team that does their business the way you would like to do your business. And we will help you get connected with that person, get the training like they do it. And it's just quite amazing. You know what I don't have? I don't have the survey to post here in the Zoom. Rayanne, let me know if you can get that. Actually, I can go get it real quick because I don't know if Rayanne is really, really on. I'm going to go grab it real quick. But the keyword tonight.
I can grab it.
You can grab it? Okay. Thank you. So we always have a keyword. There's going to be a little Google Doc survey that you fill out. That is what is going to get you into the drawing for this beautiful Esme necklace. It does separate in the back, so you can wear it as 2 separate necklaces. So it's like a 2-for-1. But you'll fill out this little Google Doc. I don't know, it's 4 or 5 questions. If this is something you're really thinking about, I would say reach out to your stylist and say, okay, send me the sign-up instructions so I can look at it. Because it literally takes like 5 minutes to go to her website, click join, pick the size of kit you want, and you have an entire week to pick out your jewelry. So it's not like you have to pick out your jewelry tonight. We have graphics made for you here on our team. We pay a graphic designer that does all of those beautiful graphics you've seen and Facebook parties you've been to. And thank you, Rayanne. There's the Google Doc survey in the chat. So you guys can go click that. And if you needed to do, say you wanted to do the big kit, I do believe you can use that Klarna thing where you split it up, or ProPay, PayPal, whatever, the thing where it splits up your payments. Glenn asked a question. Did she ask it here in the Zoom? I'm scrolling up. Glenn, can you ask your question again? Let me go back to the bottom. I can't see anything that's on the live. So I'll just, if you're asking a question on the live, I will just come back and go through the questions there, and I'll respond to those on Facebook because I can't see Facebook while I'm in Zoom. I think that's everything. Does anybody here want to ask me a question? You can unmute yourself and ask a question. You know what? And maybe I can go see the Facebook thing on my phone. Maybe. Let's see how talented I am. If I can multitask.
I can read it for you if you want. She said,
great, Barb.
She said, there a minimum of sales to earn 30% commission? And I think it's no is the answer, but I just wanted to clarify that with you for sure.
Thank you. No, there's no minimum. Everybody earns 30%. So you could sell a $22 pair of earrings and you would make 30% of that. If you sold 2 $22 pair of earrings and 4 half price items, then that totaled $100. You would make 30% of that. You always make 30%. You never have to requalify for that. And should you promote to a higher level, you would never have to requalify for that higher percentage rate either. You would make that off of $20 or $2,000 or $20,000 or $2 million. So it really is good. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming tonight on Facebook and here in Zoom. I will go through the Facebook comments to see if there are any other questions I missed, but reach out to your stylist, ask her questions. If she doesn't know the answer, she will get with her leader. We will get you the answers. And I just think, why not try it? You can try it for a month or 2, do a couple parties. Usually you make your investment back in your first 1 or 2 parties. And see what happens. You might just love it. You might end up like me 20 years later going, wow, what would I have done if my sister had not told me about this? Because I think that all the time. Or you might end up a year or two later and think, oh, it's kind of fun to have that little jewelry thing on the side. This is quite entertaining. And you may not quit your full-time job, but you might just have fun earning free jewelry. You never know. And you never know if you don't give it a try. So the key word is 200, because right now you get an extra $200. So when you fill out that, I think I started to say that and I may have gotten sidetracked. That happens to me a lot. The key word is 200, 200, or you can spell it out. We will know you are here. So thank you so much for coming tonight. And I can't wait to see some of you on our team. Bye.